Action.
Okay, so friends, today we are going to learn about the color wheel and create our own class concept for what the color wheel is and how we define it. So, first we're going to ask some questions to you guys just to kind of get a gauge of where you guys are in your knowledge of the color wheel. Tyler, you will also participate as much as you want.
Well, then why? Okay, let me just flip this around then.
You don't have to unless you want to, but okay.
I don't know how to.
Then we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it then. Okay, cool. So first I want you guys to think about how many of you guys are familiar with the color wheel? Like fist of five being like you're an expert, and one being like
just talking
you
about
know
like
a little
the
bit.
primary colors.
Just like your knowledge, your general knowledge of what the color wheel is. It's like 5 being like I'm really solid
I'm
on
gonna
it.
say 4 because I'm not entirely sure what we're talking about.
You're 3.
So I'm 80% confident that I know everything about it.
Good.
I know
What about
colors.
Tyler's a 3? Good.
I mean, that may change once we identify
And that's fair.
what we're actually talking
Well,
about.
today we're just going to be
Color wheel.
creating our own concept of what it is, and then next time we have class, we would talk more about it in depth. So,
Just the-
but
the
does
teachers.
anybody know how you mix colors of the rainbow?
Got it. I went,
Sorry.
oh my gosh.
Well, with paint, you take one color, take another color, and you mix them together.
Okay. What about you? What do you think? How do you mix colors of the rainbow?
Well, usually with Skittles.
Skittles?
Boo. Hutch, get
No,
out of here.
I was gonna
Usually.
say
Wait.
in lighting.
Come on.
Yeah, light.
Hutch,
Light.
get out.
Mixed color.
That's
light.
true. Yeah.
Lighting.
Sit.
I'm thinking of lighting in theater, but I guess yeah, any form of light, like rainbow, is color, and that's a reflection. Refraction of light.
Cool. So how do you making colors, kind of going back to the painting aspect, because in this lesson we're actually going to eventually use them to paint set pieces. So how can you make those colors lean towards another color? Like how do you make it lean towards a different color but using the same ones?
You move closer to that color on the color wheel.
By
Okay.
adding
But in paint sense, what do you do?
Oh,
you
you add different primary colors
yes
to move it closer to.
or white,
Or white and
black.
yeah. So let's say you
Well, that
have
doesn't change the color.
It-
White would.
It changes.
it would in a certain sense.
It would change it from fuchsia to rose pink.
Yeah. So if you think
Baby
about it,
pink.
if you have green and yellow, or
I
green
just
and
thought there was a different word for.
green and blue, or yellow and blue, you make green. If you wanted it more of a green blue, you would do what?
Adding more. Oh wait, I wasn't paying attention.
Where did we start?
Yeah, no, you're right.
sorry.
Add more green than
Blue.
Yellow.
Yeah.
add
That
more
means
blue
you'd
than
also
yellow.
be adding yellow and blue.
Yeah.
And then
When
Add
a
blue.
yellow,
teacher does
blue.
this, you just start listing off all the words.
They're
that
gonna watch this and be like, "Wow, these adults are so stupid."
No. Okay.
We'll edit that.
Well, now that we kind of have an idea of the mixing of the colors, we're going to create our own concept of the color wheel. So this is a color wheel. Pretend it's in
Aha.
color.
I was going to say, let's go with a wheel.
Yeah, but you can read the colors. It says blue, orange, violet, yellow, green, red. So you have the concepts,
Okay.
but it shows you the different varieties of colors that you have and the in-betweens.
Uh-huh.
So today we're going to create our own definition of the color wheel by this lovely chart in front of you.
Okay.
So, on the first column, all of you are going to take about a minute or so. There's a book for you, Tyler, to write on. A minute or so to list different traits of the color wheel. It can be adjectives that describe the color wheel, words that you know about the color wheel, anything like that. You just list as many as you can. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just your interpretation of
We're
what it is.
describing the color wheel.
Yeah, adjectives, anything that like represents the color wheel. If it's like certain colors, if it's like if you need to list colors.
Hutch,
that's
we
fine
do
too.
not want your anus in this shot.
Please don't say that in the video. Thank
I
you.
forgot.
Okay. Yeah. So just write as many things as you can that relate to the color wheel within the next minute.
I guess this is a good representation of it.